Students, let's start today exercise second 7.2 proportion. What is proportion? So four quantities P, Q, R, S are said to be in proportion if P is to Q is equal to R is to S. If these two ratios are equal, then we say that it is in proportion. And it is denoted as P is to Q. There will be four dots. P is to Q as R is to S, means this is equal to this. Okay. So the number is used in the proportion are called the terms. These are called first term, second term, third term, fourth term, like this. And the last two term is called extremes, and this two middle term is called means. This P and S are called extremes, and this Q and R are called means. And we can write it as P by Q, means P is to Q, means P by Q is equal to R by S. R is to S. And if they are equal, if we will cross multiply it, P into S and Q into R, if they are equal, then we can say that it is in proportion. Or you can apply this also, product of extreme is equal to product of mean. If the product of extreme is equal to product of mean, we say that it is in proportion. Product of extreme means P is multiplied with S, and product of mean means Q multiplied with R. Okay, if P into S will be equal to Q into R, then we can say that the numbers, these terms are in proportion. And one more important thing, that it is not necessary that all the four quantities forming a proportion are of the same kind. Means not necessary that all the units should be of same kind. But the first two units should be same. And the second, these two should be same. Means 2 is to 5, first ratio should be of same unit. And the last two ratio should be of same unit. Not necessary that all should be kg, 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 kg. It is not necessary here in proportion. Okay, so I hope it is clear what is proportion. Numbers are in proportion if the product of extreme is equal to the product of means. Now let's see here. Are the numbers, one question, 18, 14, 45 and 35 in proportion? We have to say that whether it is in proportion or not. So we will check it. So first, second, this is the first, second term, this third term, fourth term. So we can check it by writing it in ratio. 18 by 14 is equal to 45 by 35. Now it is not equal. We will see that whether it is equal or not. So 2 9 ja 18, 2 7 ja 14. 9 by 7. It will not get cancelled now further. Here 3 5 ja 15. 5 7 ja 35. 5 9 ja 45. 9 by 7. Both are 9 by 7. So they are in proportion. Means first two ratio is equal to the second two ratio. Or one more way you can do, product of extreme is equal to product of mean. Extreme means this multiplied with this. 18 multiplied by 35. If you will multiply 18 multiplied by 35, you can see 630. And 14 multiplied by 45. Product of mean. Product of mean is also 630. You can see. So both the value are equal. So product of extreme is equal to product of mean. So they are in these numbers. These terms are in proportion. Okay. One more question. If you have to find the fourth proportion, find the fourth proportion to this. There are three terms are given. You have to find the fourth term. So first of all, we will let the fourth term be x. So we will let fourth term as x. Okay. Now we will do the same way. Means they are in proportion, but you have to find the fourth term. So 1 by 15 product of extreme will be equal to product of mean. 1 by 15 into x is equal to 4 into 1 by 5. Product of mean. Okay. Now you have to find the fourth proportion, means value of x. So 4 1 ja 4 by 5, and this 15 is in divide. If it will go that side, it will come in multiply. So 5 3 ja 15, 4 3 ja 12. 12 is the fourth proportion of these numbers. terms. Okay. So next is continued proportion. What is continued proportion? So you can see here 1, 2, 3 PQ, P is to Q is equal to Q is to R. You can see only three quantities here. Q is common. So when the three quantities P, Q and R are said to be in continued proportion if P is to Q is equal to Q is to R. If the ratio between the first term is equal to the second quantity, the ratio of the first two quantities is equal to the second two quantities, then we can say they are in continued proportion. Okay. So if P, Q and R are in continued proportion, then P by Q will be equal to Q by R. And if you will cross multiply it, then you can see Q into Q square is equal to P into R. It will show this. So if P, Q and R are in continued proportion, then you can see Q is known as the mean term, mean proportion. It is known as the mean proportion because this is common. And third proportion is R. P, Q, R. R is the third proportion. Q is the mean proportion here. Okay. Let's see one question from this. Find the mean proportion between 72 and 8. Means you have to find the mean proportion between this. So whenever you have to find the mean proportion, you will apply this rule. So let the mean proportion be X. Let this is be X. So I have written in the middle term X. Now what you have to do, if this is in continued proportion, it is mean means these numbers are in continued proportion. So we can write it in this way. P by Q is equal to Q by R. Here is P this, Q this and R this. So P by Q means 72 by X is equal to Q by R means X by 8. P by Q is equal to Q by R. Now you can do the cross multiplication. X into X means X square and 72 into 8. So 72 into 8 means what? X square is equal to 72 into 8 means 576. Okay. And X is equal to this square will go here. It will come in under root 576. 576. Now you have to find out its square root. So square root is very easy to find. 576 take the LCM. We will get here 2 in pair, 2 in pair, 2 in pair and 3 is in pair. So pair you have to take out its 1 1. Means here for this we will take 2, 2, 2 and 3. 2 2 ja 4, 4 2 ja 8, 8 3 ja 24. So its value will be 24 if we will take out the square root of this. So the mean proportion is 24. This is the way you can find out the mean proportion. Now find the third proportion to 12 and 24. If whenever you have to find the third proportion, mean proportion and third proportion are different thing. Okay. So third proportion. So let the third proportion be X. Here also in fourth proportion we have let the fourth proportion be X. So in third proportion also we are going to take it as X. Only in mean proportion we will take mean means middle term as X. Okay. Now same way we will do it 24. These are in suppose continued proportion. 12 by 24 will be equal to 24 by X. Okay. Now take out the value of X. 12 into X cross multiply or 24 into 24. So X will be equal to 24 into 24 by 12. So 12 2 ja 24 and 24 2 ja 48. So what is the third proportion? 48 is the third proportion. Okay. Now let's see the exercise 7.2 question number 1. You have to find the value of X. So X is to 7 is equal to 12 is to 8 means X by 7 is equal to 12 by 48. You will cross multiply and take out the value of X. Here you have to find out the value of X in all the questions. Okay. So you can do it in the same way. Product of extreme is equal to product of mean. This also you can do, or either this ratio cross multiply. Both are same thing. Now find the fourth proportion to the following. Fourth proportion. So you will let the fourth proportion be X and do in the same way as this is. As I have explained you. This question I'll explain you and I will give you its solution how to do this. Question number 4 first you see. Which of the following quantities are in continued proportion? You have to find which are in continued proportion. So for continued proportion I have explained you have to see that 9 is in continued or not. 3 by 9 will be equal to 9 by 27 or not. If they are equal then it is in continued proportion. If they are not equal means they are not in continued proportion. Okay. So mean proportion also question number 5 you can do as I have explained you, and third proportion also by letting it x. So do it. If any doubt you can ask.